Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgan111, and welcome back to Terraria 1.4 Master Mode. Last time, one of the things we did was we fought the Frost Moon, and I still got frozen by the Ice Queen, even though I brought some warmth potions in my inventory, and I'd speculated that possibly I'd reached the buff limit, and I rewatched the video from last time, and sure enough, that's what happened. If you want to rewatch the previous video yourself, you can see just after 6 minutes into the video, and again at 8.5 minutes, and 9 minutes, and 9.5 minutes, and 10 minutes, I started losing my buffs. And so I thought to start things off for today, we could do some buff science, which I think would be fun to do. I want to use some buff potions that I have plenty of, or the ingredients for plenty of. And so I'm going to grab some casual buffs just for doing some science. And actually, I've got some crafted potions in here that I'm never going to use. Like, I'm never going to use a flipper potion or Gills potion, for example. But if we go over, it's interesting also, I want to figure out exactly what all counts as buffs. Because if you look, there's a limit of 22 buffs. If you look in the upper left, currently I have 12. It goes 11 across. And watch what happens if I hop into the honey, actually. This will be interesting. Bloop, bloop. A couple things happen. You might even see that there's a 14th buff that appears for just one frame, it looks like. And it's because I'm wearing the Celestial Shell, which makes me a werewolf at night, but it also makes me a merman when I'm in a liquid, like honey. And you actually gain one of the buffs, the merfolk buff, before you lose the werewolf buff and vice versa. So you actually like gain a buff and then lose a buff. And if you have too many buffs, it would actually kick them off. And so one of the things I wanted to do, let me go ahead and get rid of my pet, and let me get rid of the wisp, which also shows up as a buff. I'm not sure if those count as buffs, but currently I have the ammo box, bewitching station, sharpening, and clairvoyance as the first buffs. Apparently they disappear off to the left, and so I'm going to add a few more buffs. That won't matter a whole lot until we start reaching the limit here. I got a possessed armor banner, good for me. Okay, I'm at 20 buffs if I do well fed. Now I currently have 21 of 22 buffs. And so the first one is ammo box. If I hop into here, I just lost ammo box. And so what happened was I gained the honey buff, and I gained the merfolk buff before I lost the werewolf buff. And so I had 2 extra buffs that appeared, and one of them just kicked the ammo reservation off of the list. And then I'm curious, if I had a pet, if that also counts as a buff. So currently I have Esty, and so if I hop in the honey again, yes, that just kicked the bewitching buff off of the list. So if you pick up a pet during the Frost Moon while you're buffing or walking into honey, basically it has a chance to remove one of your good buffs that's at the front of the list. So a pet is a hindrance. I think a light pet might be the same way. So if I add the wisp is also a buff. And sure enough, I just lost my sharpening station buff as a result of having that extra buff. So basically, if you want to Oh, and here's another one. Watch this. If I get on the mount is also a buff. And so, oops, well, I just fell out of this. But I think if I'm on the mount and in the honey... can I get in the honey while I'm on the mount? I guess the honey isn't deep enough, so I can't actually turn into merfolk. Yeah. But that's another way that you could potentially lose a buff, is by having too many buffs and then mounting, and that adds an extra buff, and it would kick off whatever buff is over to the left. And yeah, and there's a lot of buffs that aren't obvious. Like there's Campfire, which is obvious. Stardust Cells, so basically having my pets or my summons are a buff. The Heart Lamp, the banners are a buff. All the banners count as a single buff. Then my potions. Somewhere in here I have the Beetle Armor. Beetle Endurance. Damage taken reduced by 45%. And I think that's because I have 3 beetles flying around me right now, and if I take some damage, yeah, then it goes down to 30 or 15%, and then the beetles eventually regenerate. So yeah, 30%, 45%, and so the beetle armor just gives you this extra buff that makes it so the first 3 hits you take a little bit less damage, and if you can regenerate, you can take a whole lot less damage as a result of beetle armor. So that's a buff. And so the moral of the story is you have to pay very close attention to what all your buffs are if you're planning on using a lot of potions during a battle, during Frost Moon, during whatever, and if you want to actually have the potions activate. I did also notice that at the beginning of the night, when I hit buff, like I had an inventory filled with potions, and I hit B, and the last 4 potions actually did not get consumed at all. And that's because I already had 22 buffs, and so it didn't even try to activate those, and so I didn't even activate a warmth potion at the beginning of the night, for example. So that is a bit of buff science that I didn't know all of, and so I wanted to do some of that on camera, but basically we definitely, if we're going to do the Frost Moon again, we have to get rid of our pet, we have to get rid of the wisp, we have to not take along like shine potions and things that I don't necessarily need, so that we can get the useful buffs and still stay under the limit of 22 in order to activate things correctly. So that's something we can look forward to on our next attempt at the Frost Moon, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do to start off this episode. I still have 5 minutes of a mining potion from doing that experiment, and it's been driving me kind of nuts that I don't have a heart statue anywhere in this world. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I wanted to be here. Someone had also mentioned, this just randomly occurred to me, someone had mentioned that there might be something underneath the ocean. I know I at least looked for the chests. Alright, that's the first time I've kind of like filled out all of the, you know, lit up the bottom of the ocean to get it on the map. I don't see anything down there. I know in some mods there's like something hidden underneath the ocean. In any case, just wanted to check that out. Yeah, I don't have a heart statue. I currently have a mining potion going. Let's just do some random mining and see if possibly in a cave we can go find a heart statue somewhere. That would be super terrific. I think, do I still have a Spelunker potion going by any chance too? I've got Night Owl, Shine, Swiftness. I guess Spelunker wore off because Spelunker is a shorter duration potion. But I was thinking about just digging straight down from here. And yeah, I guess for like a statue I'm gonna have to kind of like see it for myself anyway. So I'm just gonna look around and see if I can find one. I think I just saw a chest though. So let's go ahead and check that out anyway, and sure. We'll go ahead and blow that up too, just for fun, because explosions are fun. It's a flare gun! Wow! Never had one of those. Let's go ahead and just consume another Night Owl potion to top it off. I'll take the Thorns potion, I don't care about the rest. But yeah, it's very nice having late game equipment for digging random holes. Oh my goodness, because you can go so fast. Okay, there's a minecart over there. Gosh, this is fast and loud. Spiders. And getting down into lava, but here's another minecart area. We can at least check out where the minecart's gonna take us. Maybe it'll take us to a heart statue? Maybe? Possibly? What do we got over here? Got some bad guys. Oh, I can probably do another one of these. And let's see. No, my bewitching actually... did my bewitching wear off? I lost track. Alright, I don't see a heart statue around there. Let's try going the other direction from the minecart. Actually, there's further away we can go here. There's a few points... Oops, ouch. There's a few points in the game where you feel pretty invulnerable. One is right before you enter hard mode. Like at the end of pre-hard mode when you have 400 health and none of the enemies are too bad. You've got really good equipment. And then the other one is kind of now. I suppose even more so after you defeated the Moon Lord, but when you've gotten up to where you can fight the Moon Lord, you've got a lot of great equipment. And when you want to dig some iron, you can just do it like that. Like, it's a lot of fun. And I'm not worried about dying to anybody right now, etc., etc. That is a gravitation potion. If it were a teleportation potion, I would have just drank it, just to see if I get teleported somewhere interesting. And yeah, if I were a heart statue, I mean, I guess I could theoretically be literally anywhere in the world, because I think like random chests, they can just generate anywhere. So there's not really a lot of rhyme or reason to where I'm going. I'm just kind of randomly looking around and seeing what we find. And unlike different ores that you can light up with the Spelunker potion, like a heart statue isn't going to light up. So I need to be in a cave and see it. I guess there's slightly higher possibility of finding a statue in certain structures. So for example, if there were a house somewhere in this granite biome... Alright, game. If there were a house somewhere in this granite biome... Come on, game, I'm trying to set you up so you can, like, show off and be like, oh, you want to see a house? Okay, we'll show your house. Nope. Not gonna happen, apparently. I feel like the granite biomes are smaller than they used to be and less likely to have houses. That is my impression from the few granite biomes I've seen. Might be true with marble biomes as well. And that's in 1.4 relative to 1.3. Alright, it's not quite as good as Star Fury for lighting up random caves, but this weapon, the Solar Eruption, is still pretty nice for adding light to the edge of the screen. So you can see where the next cave is, if it's not already lit up by lava. And I'm strong enough that a little bit of lava damage is unlikely to hurt me, so I don't even mind digging up through something that might be lava. Once again, it's just nice being overpowered in the endgame. Okay, here is a statue. It's a tree statue. And I guess my void bag must be filled up too. So that's a shame. Alright, so I'll have to make sure that I can make room if I do find anything that I'm looking for down here. But I'm sure there's all kinds of crap in my void bag right now. It is going to take me some time to clean that up when I get back home. So let's not cave for too much longer, because I would like to set things up to do another run at the Frost Moon tonight. This time with the correct set of buffs, and not buffs I don't need, and no screwed up overbuffs. Alright, well I reached the left edge of the map over here, and yeah, we explored all that. We didn't manage to see a heart statue, so I'm gonna go home and clean up my inventory. I just realized when I was cleaning out my void bag that there's a North Pole and a Santa MK1 trophy in there. And the North Pole is something we haven't seen before. 95 melee damage. Is it a spear weapon? Yeah, it's a spear weapon that shoots a little icy bit. Alright, that's not bad. Yeah, it's not that great either. Okay, another weapon that I didn't notice that I had. Okay, so to prepare, I'm going to put away the wisp in a bottle, and I'm going to put away this pet, so that those don't count as buffs. Okay, I didn't realize how late it had gotten. It's already past time. But I'm getting my potions all prepared. I think I have the right number of potions, though we won't outdo our buffs. So let's get this out, and let's go ahead and buff. And yeah, I'm definitely under the buff limit. Alright, so we're going to start the Frost Moon. Turn off the minimap. I think I started that about 20 seconds late. So I could definitely do better. Alright, there we got lots of pumpkins. Let's get some more pumpkins over here. And we'll keep doing the pumpkin thing until some of the mini-bosses show up. Alright, here's mini-boss. I forgot to touch the stations at home. Oh no. That's actually really important. I have to do that. It might kill some NPCs, but it has to be done. I have to touch this one and this one. Okay. I need sharpening and I need bewitching. And I need to make sure I have all of my Stardusty guys. Okay. So that was imperfect. But hopefully it'll still be okay. Last time we got to like wave 13, and so hopefully with the right buffs I can do better. And let's see, where's all the bad guys? Here's some. Oh gosh, heal. Let's pick up some hearts too. Alright, why am I taking so much damage? This is not good. Let's dodge. I have a long time before I can heal. Do we have any hearts available? I must have stepped on a bunch of these ornaments again. And I do not see any hearts lying around. We still never got a heart statue, obviously. Alright, but there are some hearts down there now. So if I can manage to get Santa to go, yeah, over here, then I can grab these. That'll be a little bit better. Oh gosh. Can I heal yet? Yes. Okay. And I don't know if debuffs count as in the buffs list. It didn't occur to me that potion sickness shows up in the upper left there. I don't know if that's applying to our list of maximum buffs or not. I think there's an opportunity here to do some of this. So I'm going to take it. And let's do some of that. Alright, earning lots of points. Alright, bad guys, where you at? There you are. Tons of pumpkins. And I still have all my hearts. Alright, let's switch to this. And let's make sure the Frost Hydra's out. And this thing is out. And let's get away from some of the shrapnel. Alright. We're at wave 10. We're doing kind of okay, I think. Okay, I'm not standing on the bad things. Ooh, here comes Razor Pine. Heal. Okay, I need to kite these guys out so I can pick up some hearts. Oh gosh. There are hearts over here, though. Got some. There's more. Got them. There's more. Got them. Okay, we're in good shape again. That was kind of scary, though. Let's do that. And hopefully all of my good buffs are still going. It's hard for me to tell. It's actually late enough that I need to rebuff, so let's buff. Oh, yep, I definitely need the warmth potion. Okay, hopefully I drank a warmth potion. Yeah, I think I see it as the last potion right now. I picked up a pet. So the pet is now one of my buffs, which is a shame. So I might have lost something at the front of the list. Alright, that Ice Queen was being very nice, though. And I think I can do this, actually, for a minute. Great. Yeah, I could even do that again. Crap. Oh, nope, here comes some ornaments. Can't stand on the ground there. Too dangerous. Let's make sure this is going... Okay, now we have to focus on the Ice Queen. Okay. Doing some good damage. She's going and flying off, so I need to avoid. Oh, I got frozen. And I think I do still have a warmth potion. I'm gonna check that after I kill this Ice Queen. Oh, I thought she was gonna be dead. How is she not dead yet? Please become dead. There we go. Warmth. Oh, that was honey. Over here. Oh, that's wrath. Okay, I don't know what the warmth potion looks like. And I don't see it in my inventory, so either I have it or I don't, and there's nothing I can do about it, so let's not worry about it. Let's make sure the copter is gone. Other copter 2. Other copter 2, I said. There we go. Oh, copter is gone. Focus on the Ice Queen. Actually, you know what I need to do? Oops, I didn't mean to do that, though. What I need to do is get one of these down here. And did I lose that Ice Queen? Possibly. No, she's still around. Great. Hi, Ice Queen. Let's heal. And now let's sit right on top of her. Great. Okay. We got 2 more minutes. We're doing okay. I'm in wave 14, so I did make more progress, despite still making a number of mistakes. So that's good to know. So we're going to see if the rainbow gun can do some good work on Santa down there. Oops, I missed my grapple. Darn it. Alright, we did a lot of damage there, that's good. Great. And I just need some of those hearts. I could use some more still. So let's grab these. Ouch. And I guess we'll go after another Frost Queen. We still have a minute. Where does she go? There she is. Did she freeze me? No. Alright, stay in range. Quit flying away. That's not nice. You're supposed to stay right here, where I can continually hit you in the face with this awesome weapon. Just like that. Great. And I just heard my frost guy go away, so let's do that. So he's back in the race. To kill more enemies and score more points below. And meanwhile, I'm doing okay on hearts. Oh boy. Alright, she's firing her crazy ice lasers. I need to heal. Let's do that. I know there's hearts down below, but I don't need them just yet. Alright, where'd you go? There we go. I got frozen again. It's possible some of my potions are wearing off. Let's grab some hearts while we can. Oh, doesn't matter. I didn't even see. I think I got to wave 14 still. It might have been 15. I'll have to check the video. Alright, that did not go nearly as well as I wanted, but it was still better than last time. There's still room for improvement, but maybe we'll find other things to do. I'm gonna go home and check through my inventory. Alright, after quick stacking away duplicates and things, I ended up with another snowball cannon, some banners, some vanity items, another chain gun, another Christmas hook, banner, toy tank, summons a rideable Santake mount. Oh, that sounds interesting. Let's try that. Oh, it's a little tank. Does it fire lasers at bad guys? It looks like it potentially could. And it actually can jump pretty high for a tank. But let's just see. I'm curious. There are some other mounts that actually have weapons. This one looks like it would. And so I'm curious if... let's go ahead and turn off the Stardust cells too. Yeah, so that they don't go and do that on me. Where's my Stardust cells here? There we go. Stardust cells turned off. Now let's try to summon some bad guys. There we go. Vulture. Yes! It just shot like a... I didn't see how much damage it did. Yeah, look at this. It fires automatically. And it's at 867 damage per second. That seems too high. That must not have been against those bad guys. Let's watch and see what the actual damage numbers from the Santa MK1 mount actually are. Because I wasn't actually looking at the numbers. Alright, there is a water candle here, so we should be getting lots of spawns. There we go. 208, 208. That was against a Vulture. A Vulture doesn't have that much defense. That's actually really good damage numbers then, if those aren't crits. Yeah. Oh, and it fired, wow, it fired some rockets too. That looked like they were homing rockets. So this thing hits for like 100s and 200s. Yeah, wow. Okay, this is not a bad mount. And it accelerates and moves reasonably fast. Like, that's faster than I can just walk without any boots on. Obviously not as fast as that. But if I were to equip this and just have this as my mount, it seems like it would just be dealing that much extra damage. While I'm trying to hit guys, it'll just be like firing randomly. That could be... Obviously it would be... it would be another buff. But yeah, that's really interesting. I do wonder now if debuffs count in the buffs list, and it'll be really easy to test that theory by drinking a health potion after taking some damage when I have a full buffs list. So I think I need to do that experiment, so let me set that up. Okay, so I am at, what is that, star in a bottle, right? I have a star in the bottle too, which is another buff. So at this point, one of them just wore off, so I need another buff, hold on. And I'm currently invisible, sorry about that. Actually, did things wear off, or is it just, okay, I need like 2 more buffs right now. I could get 1 by going in the honey. There we go, now I've got full buffs, and so if I drink a health potion, did I just lose 1 of these? And I think the answer is yes, because it would have been the ammo reservation, which would have been the first thing here. I'll have to review the video. But I think debuffs, like potion sickness, count as a buff. So I think having that as number 22 just kicked 1 of these out. So I also have to count that in the list in terms of figuring out the maximum number of buffs I can have going at once. Okay, let's definitely cancel the invisibility. Which apparently does make mobs less likely to target you, people have been telling me. I haven't really played around with that at all, but I still consider them kind of mostly useless potions. Yeah, but basically, with kind of the basic standard set of buffs, plus a Celestial Stone, plus knowing that I'm going to be buffing or healing and getting potion sickness, like I think that takes up like almost 10 of my 22 buff slots already. So you really have to pick and choose which buff potions you want to take into a battle. Anyway, let me finish organizing my inventory. I was trying to decide what to do with extra banners that I was getting that were duplicates from the Frost Moon and Pumpkin Moon events, and so I decided I would use the Ice Chest for the Frost Moon and the Desert Chest for the Pumpkin Moon, and so I've put my extra banners in those chests, so if I ever decide to make an arena somewhere else, I could always go and do that. Well, this episode ended up being mostly devoted to buff science, and so I can think of no better episode than a science episode for me to have accidentally given a sneak peek like a month ahead to a number of viewers, because most of this episode I accidentally streamed when I meant to be recording. And then I realized I was streaming, and I went onto my stream on Twitch, and there were some people there who were like, "Brian, you're streaming." So, hi folks, here's this episode again. I hope you enjoyed it, seeing it the second time around. Ooh, ladybugs. I like the ladybugs. Where's my golden bug net? Let's grab them. But yeah, that ended up being enough for this episode, and I was able to download the stream and edit it into an episode again, so we're all good in terms of still capturing this for YouTube as well. I will say, I hope as always that you guys are having a great day, and next time, I'm not sure what I'm going to do next time. At some point, we're going to have to take a look at Fishron, which I'm not looking forward to. We already did the Martian, so we're not going to be able to get through the Frost Moon on the current weapons I have. So until we defeat the Moon Lord, I'm not sure how I'm going to get any better gear, and I don't know that I have much of a shot against the Moon Lord, so I'm not sure what we're going to do. But that's for me to figure out, and so you guys will get to find that out during the next episode. I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you when I see you.